Okay. We're gonna start right here, my man. I mean, how else do I start it but with the big picture, dude? I mean, I'm just gonna embarrass you just for a bit here, Jake. Um, you're the all-time Oconee leader in receptions and receiving yards now. Your
Yes, sir.
senior year, it is in the books. You scored 8+ touchdowns each season. During your time at Oconee, you guys had a 41-10 record with your brother Max for a few seasons, an 8-3 postseason record. I mean, you took the school to their first ever consecutive trips to the title game, I believe, and their first appearance since '99. You scored a touchdown in each one of those title games. You became the highest ever ranking recruit at Oconee. Your senior year is now in the books. How are you feeling about it now?
So I feel like just from being like kind of raised in Oconee for the past 4 years, it's been awesome. All the coaches and players that I've been able to play with, and it was really awesome though. Having a chance to play with my brothers really special because you don't really get that connection or that chance to play with your brother. So I felt like that was a great opportunity for me. But no, I really did have a lot of great players playing with me, and I mean, uh, taking Oconee where it was, and that wasn't just me; it was my teammates also, and our head coach, and what he's had to change in the program, and really just having our team disciplined and really just working hard every day. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity I had at Oconee, and it was really fun.
I mean, there's a lot of good players there. Weeks. I mean, that kid, he's great on both sides of the ball. Jacob, the quarterback, he's good on both sides. Dual threat guy there. Oconee had another great season though. You guys won 10 games and a playoff game for the third straight season. Of course, two title games as well. And you were a big part of this team. What will you remember most about this squad, about this senior squad?
I feel like being a senior, it was really special because I mean it's your senior year and you're the leader of the team, and I really did enjoy the group of guys we had this year and the camaraderie and the laughter and working. But I really wish it could have ended differently. We could have gone all the way, but I mean it didn't happen this year. But no, I really enjoyed playing with the guys and my senior friends, so it was really fun.
I mean, the 2021 season was kind of interesting. I mean, after you opened the season with a huge game, another huge long touchdown bomb in that first game, Coney's offense kind of struggled to find you for a few games, but then you exploded throughout the middle of that season. 7 touchdowns over 4 games. Was there some type of direct offensive change schematically which helped you go off like that?
I think our coach he did a well job of calling plays, and um, no, we kind of just stuck to who we were, and really just kind of played like us. But he felt like he called the games that, or the game he needed to call it. But I mean, I feel like we did a pretty good job spreading the ball around, and overall I think we did well. But I don't know. So
No, you guys had another huge season. I mean, this is another season where you guys won over 10+ games, and there was a lot of guys catching touchdowns out there. In fact, I think a lot of what the stats don't show from your senior season, a lot of people are going to throw out the stats and stuff, but when they go back and watch the film, I think what's going to impress scouts, especially at LSU, the program who's going to love to develop your game at the next level, is how you almost were a decoy at times. You took so much space away and gave it to your teammates and basically unleashed your teammates to have some big receiving years themselves. Um, you know, it Dealing with an injury during the final few weeks of the campaign, you didn't have it all your way this year. I mean, in fact, there was a lot of adversity, especially the way the year ended. What was the biggest lesson you learned from these hard times?
I mean, being injured a little bit like that, I mean, you still got to play. I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, other teams, they might not know that, and who cares, you know? Like, no one remembers that. They remember if you win or lose at the end of the day, but um, I'm sad that the things ended the way they ended, but I mean, we played our tails off and did the best we could, though. So, I mean, I'd say at the end of the day, you just got to win.
I mean, if anybody can see the film highlights that I posted up there of Juker in his games there in the playoffs, he's playing through some crazy some pain there and making some great plays over some defenders that are just it doesn't even look like he's banged up whatsoever. It's crazy. Um, Starting in receiver kind of quarterback tandem with your brother in 2019. I mean, that must have been something special. I was never able to do that with either of my brothers. I mean, in the backyard, of course, but for the varsity team, no way. Together, you two were elite at the high school level. Do you believe you and Max can continue that form at LSU?
I do believe that. I believe he's a great quarterback, and just the chemistry that we have, I think it's special. And just to do it as brothers, it's a great opportunity, and I would love to do it. I'm really looking forward to it. So I think it's really special.
And what's something about Max that would surprise LSU fans more than anything else, you think?
He's the hardest worker. Yeah, and he's the most competitive person I know.
Do you think there's like a correlation? The adversity Max faced in 2021 kind of mirrors your own tough season, and like, you think you two can build on some of those hard-won lessons? You know, because you win or you lose in this game, and you always got to grind through it to the next game, and everybody wins, everybody loses as well too. Look at Tom Brady; he's got how many rings? He's lost a few as well. So I mean, going from this kind of more tougher season than the last two in comparison. Same with Max going into your freshman year. Do you think that's going to like give you guys something to build off of?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a new season's always a new season, but it's always something to take into, and you always want to improve your game. And I just know he's not a quitter, and he's gonna prepare and be the best player he can be, and so that's what he's gonna do. So I truly believe it.
And 10 years from now, going into the future, Juker, what do you think will come to your mind the most when you look back over your career at Oconee?
I feel like doing what we did at Oconee was very special, and having the chance to go back-to-back finals, I mean, that was a great opportunity, and it was really fun to do it with the guys that I was around. So probably just the friendships that I've built through Oconee and the accomplishments we had as a team was probably the main things that I'll look back on.
And you are part, as a senior, you are part of a star-studded 2022 class for LSU. And the school you committed to this past April, and where your brother currently starts at quarterback, following LSU, firing Coach Ed Orgeron in the pursuit of the new head coach, do you feel good about your commitment as it stands right now?
I mean, as of right now, I do, but I want to see who the coaches are first, and just what happens with Max, and see who they hire. That I just want to talk to the coaches face to face first.
That's an absolutely smart. No argument there. I mean, that's doing your due diligence. Are the class thus far, this 2022 class, who have you grown closest to?
I'd probably say Walker Howard. He's a really funny guy, an awesome guy, hard worker. He's just fun to be around. He's a great friend, I would say.
Walker, he's an absolute madman out there, isn't he?
He is. He's a funny guy. He's a good guy. But
you two have had some on-field chemistry from what I've seen as well. I mean, you guys were lighting up that summer camp. This I think it was just this past summer camp. You guys were destroying it.
Yeah, no, I got to do a one-day camp with him, and it was awesome just for him throwing balls to me. But no, I feel like it was a really fun day, and I was glad I got to do it with him.
And does it feel to you like this 2022 class is a special nucleus of future Tigers? Like, to me, I see like you, Walker, Emery, Will, Javante Citizen, Bo Bordelon. I see a strong core for the next few years.
Yeah, the group of guys we have right now, I think they're really, really great players, and I feel like we have a chance to um, have a great time there and great seasons. But I mean, it all depends on how hard you want to work and how good you really want to be. So I believe your input equals your output, truly. So we'll see what happens.
That's 100%. That's I've always seen in every walk of life. And I don't want to put you in a weird spot here, bro, but could there be an awkward quarterback controversy over the next 2 seasons between both your brother Max and 2022 classmate Walker Howard? I mean, you're arriving at the a golden era, purple and golden era of quarterbacks at LSU.
Yeah, I feel like Max, he's a really, really great quarterback, and what he's done the past 2 seasons, and I think he's done a really great job. And Walker, I mean, he's done a really good job in high school, but as of right now, that's not my decision to make. It's the coaches eventually, but I mean, I believe both are great quarterbacks, but just having Max, he's as a brother also, it's really awesome just to see him do what he does.
What could be epic is you could be playing with Max for the next 2 seasons potentially,
Yeah.
and then Walker after
Yeah.
that. I mean, can it get any better than that? Really, truly, at quarterbacks for you specifically?
Yeah, no, I got the best situation. So
I mean, when you watch LSU's 2021 freshmen right now, are you taking any notes, like what to watch out for, what to expect, and that type of thing?
I mean, they're all great players. They're all fast. They can all catch. They can all run. Just I gotta keep on working and really just be the best player I can be because those guys they're really really good.
Are there any current Tigers you talk to and like are friends with maybe?
So I talked to Cole Taylor, the other tight end, and he's a really really great guy, and Jack Bash also. He's a great player and he's fun to be around. So I really enjoy talking to them. They're probably the most I talk to.
I mean, those are your future teammates, man. I mean, Cole Taylor, he's taller than a Rocky Mountain. He's from out here, Colorado, and then you just run up and try and rip his shoe off every time you see him. Try and
Yeah.
rip his shoe off.
Yeah.
And Jack Besh, I mean, I love that dude. What can I say? I absolutely
He's fun.
love Jack Besh. He comes from a great family too, just like yours. And speaking of your family, I mean, having a father who wears a Super Bowl ring. I mean, do you ever feel any pressure?
I really don't, honestly. I mean, his accomplishments have been off the chart and incredible. So, but I don't really feel any pressure from that. I'm gonna be who I am, and I know my identity and uh, what I bring to the table. So I don't really feel much pressure.
Who has had the most influence, you think, on your development on and off the field?
So I feel like on the field, honestly, probably my brother, just because his competitiveness and his will to just work hard every day and not really make excuses and just put his head down and go. And then um, off the field, probably my mom. Just she's helped me in my walk of faith with Jesus, and uh, I think that's really special to have as a parent. And she leads me every day, so I'm encouraged by her, and I'm very grateful for her.
What is Nikki? What with concerning faith? What has Nikki shown you the most? Do you think about that? Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people shy away from talking about. I know you're not going to. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I would love to hear something about it.
yeah. So I believe she's selfless. She puts everyone above herself, and she really cares for everyone, and she shows the fruits that Jesus showed. So uh, she's love. She has love towards everyone, and she's calm and patient, and she really walks with the Lord. So I really appreciate that, and it really encourages me to do the same.
Juker, you couldn't be more of an impressive young man. I mean, last question, dude. I don't want to take you too long. With Thanksgiving here, what are you most thankful for?
Honestly, my relationship with Jesus, just because that's the only thing that matters at the end of the day, and just trying to share the gospel to others and um, try to expand His kingdom. So that's what I'm truly most grateful for.
Euchre, I am so grateful for this conversation, my man. Thank you so much for talking with
Yeah,
us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Man, it has been great getting to know you over the last little while. Just following your career as you go along each step of the way. You've done it with complete class, on, off the field, in the classroom, whatever you're doing. I just want you to say LSU Nation is proud. Where if you stay, if you go, whatever the future happens. Whatever might happen, LSU would be proud to have you be a Tiger, my man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, Lonn. Thanks for having me.
Dude, have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
Go Juker.
Sir.